Hello, my most amazing artists. I hope you all are safe and well. Today is going to be our first lesson. This is just a short video to explain that the expectation for today is we do our best. We'll find a piece of paper, whatever we have at home, even a scrap paper, or maybe on the back of inside of a cereal box, whatever surface we can find that is okay with our parents that we can draw on. We're going to start drawing a robot that we'll talk about the different shapes and lines that we will be using to design our robot. And we will, if we get to that point and we finish it in pencil, then the next step will be to outline it in marker. And the next art class, which isn't due this week, then we'll talk about finishing coloring and decorating our background for our robot picture. So once again, I'll explain in the next video. I just wanted to really quickly introduce this project. Thank you. Alright, so welcome back, my most amazing artists. Today we are going to start working on our robot drawings, and we are going to make all sorts of, we're going to review our lines and our shapes. We've got some circles and rectangles, a very thin rectangle, and this is kind of a thicker rectangle. We've got some wavy lines. We've also got some ovals and different types of shapes that we're going to use to create the form of our robot. So the first step today is we're going to get a piece of paper. If you don't have a piece of paper like white paper at home, maybe you can use a piece of scratch paper that, for instance, already has something written on it on the back, or maybe you can use the inside of a cereal box or a piece of cardboard, whatever you can find that it's okay with your parents to draw on. And once you do that, then we're going to start. I'm going to start with a dark pencil so that you can see my lines, but you are just going to use whatever pencil you can find at home so that you can erase if you need to. But this way you can all see as I'm drawing. So when I think about the space on our paper, I want to make my robot nice and big so it covers up the whole space. So as you see, the top of the robot is almost at the top, and then the bottom of the robot pretty much takes up the whole page. And then there's also, I forgot to say, a piece of scrap paper. If you have any sort of paper on the side, maybe to practice, like you can think about the types of shapes that you want to draw and practice. So for me today, I'm just going to start. I'm going to start my head up at the top. I want to make a rectangle shaped head, and maybe I want to make a neck. So I'm going to make my neck, but I'm going to make it, remember we're making these up from imagination, so maybe I'm going to make a few different little rectangles for that, for the neck. Then I'm going to make maybe a rectangle shaped body. Let's see, maybe because I like these small little oval shapes, I'm going to maybe make a few of those more to add my arms. You want to think about all those geometric shapes that we've talked about. This is kind of like a long wavy line, curvy line that can make the arms. So I'm going to keep going with that, and these are pretty long arms. Maybe I want to make more, maybe I want my robot to have little round fingers. Maybe I'll make 5 little fingers on my robot. Your robot doesn't have to have fingers though. Let's see, I didn't do my eyes, so let's come back and do my eyes on my robot. So maybe I'll put my eyes in here. And maybe I want to make an iris in my robot's eyes. Maybe, let's see what type of nose I can make, a circle nose. Once again, I'm just playing with different shapes here. Maybe I want to add some teeth on my robot, so I'm going to draw some teeth. It might want to have some ears, so I'll draw some half circle ears. Maybe I'll make a little top on my robot with an antenna and a circle, and maybe, like, you know, sometimes it has like a signal on top. And let's see, so now I just want to do the bottom of my robot. I'm gonna do, let's see, what type of robot body. Maybe I want to draw like a round part on the bottom, like the waist, And then draw these little rectangles where my legs are going to start coming out. Maybe I want to draw a circle shape and another rectangle shape. And let's see, maybe another little kind of an oval shape. Maybe one more rectangle for the almost where the ankles would be. And then maybe I'll draw some, I don't know, that kind of look like robot feet at the bottom. And then once I've got that, I can come in and add in more details to my robot. Like maybe, for instance, my robot has a pocket. I'll make a little shaped pocket or buttons on the front. Maybe he has a little remote control. I could draw a remote control in his hand with a little, remember he has the antenna on top with a little signal. He might also just have like a button, some buttons on the front of him, so maybe I want to draw some buttons. And let's see, maybe I want to add some more small lines down his arm to make this the design on his arm. What else could I add? I've got lots of different patterns on here. I think that looks good for this part, and the next step is we're going to outline it in our marker. All right. All right, so if we got as far as finishing in the pencil our whole design, then today, hopefully if you have some markers at home, you don't need that many, just one marker should be fine, because I'm going to show you a neat trick. We're going to use a wet water brush if we have one at home. So if you have a marker, please use a marker, even if you only have one or two different colors. If you don't have a marker, then use what you do have. Maybe if you only have some crayons or colored pencils, then you can use those if you don't have your marker. So I'm going to show you though with a marker, assuming that if you can find, like I said, even if it's just one black marker or a purple marker, we can still outline. I'll show you with my purple marker. So we're going to go over all of the lines of our robot, but we're not going to color it in. We're just going to go over the outline. So I'm going to go over all the outline of all my drawing without filling it in. And I'm just going to use that one color. All right, so today I've finished making the outline. Now I've got two different robots, and the next day of art class, I'm going to show you a really cool trick of how we're going to color in our robot. So stay tuned. Please hold on to your drawings. Make sure you don't lose them, because we're going to need them for next time.